Psalm 57 was clearly written by an individual in real personal difficulty. The title tells us that it was written by David when he was being pursued and attacked by Saul and his cronies. And in the midst of that, I just want to point out David's hope and David's ultimate concern. Firstly, his hope. In the midst of vicious personal attacks, he looks to God's love and faithfulness. Let me read verse 2 and 3. I cry out to God Most High, to God who vindicates me. He sends from heaven and saves me, rebuking those who hotly pursue me. God sends forth his love and his faithfulness. That is what David looks to. He calls out to God for help, and he looks for God to send his love and faithfulness. The word for love there is one of, if not the most important words in the Old Testament. It's the word hesed. It means covenant loyalty. It's God's love for his people that has covenantally been committed. Love that can only stop when God stops keeping his promises, which is never going to happen. It's a love that is as strong and secure as God is strong and secure. And David looks for God's love. He looks for his love, he also looks for his faithfulness. He sees that God will never let him down, not ever, not even once. And that's what we too can look towards in any troubles that we may face. And we know the love and faithfulness even more fully than David did, because we know the love and the faithfulness that God has sent forth in Jesus. And it's this love and faithfulness that enables David to move from lament to praise. Do you just see how we find these same words towards the end of the psalm, verse 9 and 10. David says, I will praise you, Lord, among the nations. I will sing of you among the peoples, for great is your love reaching to the heavens. Your faithfulness reaches to the skies. That's David's hope, God's love and faithfulness. And just quickly see also David's ultimate concern. You know, when we're struggling, it is very easy to get introspective and perhaps even selfish. We're worried about me and what's happening to me, and we think that that's all that matters. But David here helps us to lift our eyes a little, to show us that actually what we, even in the midst of personal concerns, we can care and have other things even more important. Twice we find these words in verse 5 and verse 11. Be exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let your glory be over all the earth. You see, David was ultimately, even more than his own circumstances, he was more concerned about God's glory, about God's name, his fame in the world. That's a helpful reminder to us that even when we're in the midst of our own personal sufferings, to look up, to look to even bigger things, and to have God's priorities as our own in those times. We look to God's love and faithfulness, and let's care about his glory over and above everything.